Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's 2013 Week 6. We're taking a look at the South Meck 8 Conference. I'm Dale Ross.
I'm the pet man, Matt Morrow.
And the first game that we're going to take a look at here in the South Meck 8 is going to be Ardrey Kell 3-1 going over to play West Mecklenburg 4-0. Matt, I don't know where the game's going to be played. Is it Memorial?
Yeah, this game's going to be at Berry.
It's going to be at Berry, okay.
Yes.
Of course, West Mecklenburg's having their stadium. It's in the process of being torn down right now for a new one to be built. So West Mecklenburg and Olympic are both playing different places. Ardrey Kell, first of all, of course, West Mecklenburg, even though they're on a bye week, they're coming off a big win. They beat Independence 2 weeks ago. So real big win for them. Ardrey Kell's kind of righted their ship after the long losing streak last season, which started into this season. They've now won 3 games in a row. I think the biggest thing for West Mecklenburg is don't take Ardrey Kell lightly. You beat Independence, who is a very good ball team. Don't think that Ardrey Kell doesn't have the tools and the weapons to beat you. They got good coaching, they got players, they've got size. They've got the things that can beat you if you don't play smart. Now, if you play smart football, West Meck, I think this is your ball game. I don't really see it as a trap game because they've got Providence falling the next week, so they probably get West Meck size. The two teams are probably the same.
Right.
It's not a big game. Providence is not a big rival or anything, or another marquee win. So I don't think we see too much of a trap. Other than, do they have a letdown? Are they going to go into cruise control because they beat what some people will tell them is the best team that they will play until the playoffs? So, now do the kids get in their minds that, okay, everything else is going to come easy, or do they say, no, I'm going to go out and take everything? I think the keys for West Mecklenburg is going to be, I think that West Meck needs to get a little bit more in the passing game. So I think a key would be use this game, because it's a fairly decent competition. You got to start throwing the ball more, because you're going to need that pass game. You don't have that pass game yet, not from what I've seen. You got a Division I quarterback, but they're not developing the pass game. So I think a key here is maybe not a key to victory. I think a key to victory is just solid. Don't look past your opponent. Play the way you can play. You'll win the ball game. But within the game, I think that they need to develop the pass game. And I think Ardrey Kell's got to come out and they need to contain. And I know you hear me say it a lot, but I think against West Meck it means it a lot. Defend the edges and push them back inside. But I think you got your best. Your options are push them back inside or try to stretch them way out. And I just think West Meck's got too much speed and athleticism to let those kids try to stretch you out, because they're going to break your ankles sometime before they get to the sideline. So you got to defend and push back in. You got to control Sean Wilson. You got to know where he's at. Van Smith, those you've got to. And then, of course, offensively, obviously you got to score points. You might be in a catch-up situation of score, because West Mecklenburg can hit you very quickly. I would try not to let that game get into that kind of a pace. You got to do what you can to keep it from getting into a fast-paced game, because I think that's going to play right into West Meck's offense. Those kids will just get more hyped up on the West Meck side. They're those kinds of kids that you get that excitement going. It's just not going to be in your favor.
Well, I agree, Dale. Kind of stole my thunder on the Ardrey Kell team on the key to win, but that's okay, because I think another one for Ardrey Kell is going to have to be ground and pound. West Meck has the athletes on the outside. Ardrey Kell, they have Trey Ellis at receiver who can make plays, but they're not as athletic as West Meck on the outside. So you got linemen going both ways for West Meck. Tire those guys out, pound the run, you know, they can do that. Their quarterback can run the ball some, and they've got two running backs that they rotate in. I think you're going to have to possess the ball in this game and make it a tight ball game, and you know, kind of take away the ability of West Meck to make those big plays on both sides of the ball. I think you have to pound it inside and you know, really control the tempo in this game. Like you said, if it's speeded up, it's in West Meck's favor. Key for West Meck, they got to find a way to throw the ball deep. The passing plays they called against Independence, they didn't really take a deep shot. They threw a hitch a couple times. They ran some rollouts. They threw a screen pass, flare pass to Sean Wilson. They've got a receiver that plays both sides of the ball, Donnell Gardner, that can make some plays on the outside.
Number 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got Van Smith, they're splitting him out to receiver. He can make plays as well. And in the past, they put Sean in the slot, and he's made plays in the passing game. So I think against Ardrey Kell, you're going to have to be able to do those things because they're really good at taking away what you do best. And they're going to take away the run. You'll probably see 8 guys in the box, and you may see a cover 3 look because they're not worried about McClendon trying to beat them over the top with the pass.
Right.
So, you know, I think West Meck has got to find some ways to do that. And I think you do that off play action, off your main runs. I think if you're faking the ball to Sean Wilson, everybody's going to come up. That way, Gardner and Smith could make plays down the field in the passing game. So I think you're going to have to do that to win this week because Ardrey Kell, you know, they're well coached and they may not have the most athletic team, but they're going to fight you.
Yeah.
That's one thing I know about Ardrey Kell. Coach Hayes is going to have them ready to play, and they're going to fight for 4 quarters, win or lose. So I think it's going to be a real good ball game here.
Do you want it is what it's going to come down to for West Mecklenburg. Do you want to be conference champions?
Well, and the thing about that is going back and proving that you are a top team in the city.
Exactly.
Now. You've earned the spot. Now you have to go out and prove it every week because now you're the hunter or the hunted, I should say.
Well, I hate to say it like this, but this is the way it is. You got to put your foot on their throat. That's what you got to do. You got to put put your foot on the throat if you're the number 1 team.
There it is.
There we go.